Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to Season 2 of our Williams playthrough on F1 Manager 22. Just 2 races to go. We are at round 21, the Autodromo Jose Carlos Pache, also known as the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. We have already won the Drivers' World Championship with Pierre Gasly. We achieved that last time out. We now have a 90-point lead, and there are just 52 points available in the Drivers' Championship. So we are very much confirmed as the Drivers' Champion for the season, which is fantastic. You know, to achieve the Drivers' title at the end of year 2 is awesome. As you can see, though, we are still in a fight for the Constructors' Championship. We're on 558 points. Ferrari ahead of us on 591. We have a gap of quick mental maths here, 33 points that we have to try and hunt down over the last 2 races. It's doable. 44 points is the maximum you can score per race, so there are effectively 88 points available, and as I say, we are 33 behind, but we need Ferrari to have an off day and at least one of these 2 races for us to realistically, I think, stand a chance of winning the championship. It's not impossible, but it's less likely than likely. So we'll do our best. We'll see what we can do. See if we can do the double and become Constructors' Champions as well. How you doing, Marcel? How you doing, Anthony? Good to see you both. Let's take a look at where our car sits going into this Grand Prix. So you can see some updates have been brought by the rest of the field. We've taken a hit in the rankings on our top speed again, and our DRS speed. Still need to work on our brake cooling and engine cooling. They're things we're definitely going to be working on for Season 3, the Season 3 car. Got to get those under control. We've had too many lockups this season that have cost us positions and or good results. Where we damaged the car or just had to retire or just lost places through silly errors. So we'll make sure we definitely get on top of that over the winter break and the beginning of next season in the build to Bahrain. Make sure we can get our car really good in the cooling areas. We are still very, very strong in the medium and high speed cornering. Okay in the low speed cornering. Dirty air is a little bit better than regular, which will help when we're in traffic. In terms of the circuit itself, you can see that there isn't a lot of cornering that's actually in a set sort of area. A lot of it's flat out. So we've got the one sweeping fast corner, which is like a double corner really. We've got that one section there that's high speed. We've got 2 medium speed corners. We've got a few low speed sections as well. So a bit of a mixed bag. Not going to be our strongest circuit, not going to lie. Being that a lot of this circuit is flat out and that our top speed has taken a hit against the rest of the field again, that's going to hurt us. The cornering is going to be good in the medium and high speed areas, not so good in the low speed. But crucially, the final corner that's medium speed is the big run up to the DRS, which is going to dominate our chances of getting a good result here, I think. And the fact that we are going to be good in that corner is definitely a big help. So let's set our performance targets for this weekend. Both drivers are going to get in Q2. Both drivers are going to get into Q3. I think 2 in the top 10s are the most realistic we can go for there. In terms of fastest lap, we'll try. It's an incentive, not a guarantee. We are going to try and guarantee 2 cars in the top 10. I'd like to go more aggressive with that, but I just don't know if we're going to have enough speed with Teo to get much higher than 8th, 9th, 10th. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Obviously we have got 2 races left. There's 2 more races to do with these streaks. We need to get 2 qualifying in the top 10 for the next 2 races to complete that streak. That'll be worth 1.6 mil. And sorry, that's our finish position streak. And then our quali streak, we just need 1 driver in the top 14 for the next 2 races for another 550,000, which is going to be pretty easy to do. So let's take a quick look at where we stand. No points to dish out. No. How's our pit crew doing? Okay, we've got that up to 80. I'm going to start work now on wing adjustments for the last couple of weeks before they go into winter break, just to try and give it a tiny boost before they take that big hit in the off season. As I said, no points there. What about our facilities? We are 38 days out from our design centre getting an upgrade, so that's not going to kick in till beginning of next season. The CFD simulator won't kick in till next season. The scouting department upgrade is going through. That'll be done by the end of the month. What else is in need of a little bit of work? Anything? No, everything here looks okay. Staff facilities, both recently refurbished, they're good. Operational facilities, not too worried about the board. The weather centre is fine. Helipad is going to need a touch up, but not until we're past the next race, so we won't do that until we get to like the beginning of March. It's a waste of time and money to do it now. And the memorabilia room and tour centre are both fine. So let's make our way to the Grand Prix.
The carnival atmosphere has already started here in Sao Paulo as Brazil welcomes the Formula One Grand Prix. The Autodromo José Carlos Pache has been a staple of the racing calendar for decades, and soon we'll once again be watching the best drivers in the world give it their all. The Sao Paulo track is beautifully designed to present an enticing challenge for teams and drivers alike. Between medium-speed S-corners, hill climbs, and the high-speed section after Junção, this circuit calls for cars to have a balanced setup to succeed here. This is it. We're down to the last few races of the season, and it's time for that final push. Who will be crowned champion at the end of it all? We'll find out soon enough. The weekend begins here.
Ooh, we have wet practice and potentially wet quali as well. Dry race though. That's probably better for us, given that Teo's wet running is not as fast as his dry running. It's going to make practice a little tricky though, so I'm not going to put Logan in the car. I'm going to give both of our drivers the best opportunity to get fully dialed in for the weekend. You know, it's important that we can maximise their performance in both of the last 2 races, given what's on the line here. Let's start by swapping out parts. Let's go with that engine there. And that engine there. ERS module, that one's fine, and that one's fine. And gearbox, let's go with that one just in case we have a big crash. And we've got to go with that one. Okay. Setup. So I've got 6 different setups in my notebook here. Let's see if we can find one that works. I'm going to go with a 12.5 rear wing as opposed to a 13. So let's start with a 7, 12.5, a 1.9, a 3.5, and a 0.8. Everything's within tolerance, so we'll give that one a go. Run laps, let's see, it's quite a quick lap here. Let's go 21 laps. As for Gasly, let's see. Again, we're going to go with a 7. Actually, no, I'm going to go with a 6.5 on this one. A 12.5, a 2.8, a 3.4, and a 0.6. Let's give this one a go. Everything in tolerance. Again, 21 laps. Drop the pace settings. Did I do that for... Yes, I did for Teo. Alright, here we go, into practice.
Radio check, radio check.
Radio check, okay. Radio check, okay.
Alright, here we go, both cars out on track.
Watch those curbs.
There we go. Anthony's just qualified 4th at COTA with Lando. Ah, good stuff, congratulations. Sounds like that Aston is coming along quite nicely.
Someone's run wide.
I forgot to check the weather, knowing that we were going to have wet weather. How bad is it going to be? And it's going to come pretty soon. It's going to be into weather. Actually, we could have gone 22 laps, not 21. Never mind. Doesn't matter. We've got rain anyway, so...
We've just had a car run wide.
And there it is.
Rain falling now in the pit lane.
Let's call both cars in. I think... Did we miss Gasly? No, we got him just in time.
Okay, copy that.
So we'll not make any changes to setup unless we've got very clear feedback that something isn't working on the car. Otherwise we'll just throw on a set of emitters and send them straight back out again. Let's have a look. Okay, so the roll bar is wrong. Don't know about the rear wing. I'm going to gamble that the rear wing's fine. I'm going to convert this to a 1, 9. I'm going to push that to a 7. And we're basically going to go with a very similar setup to what we put on Teo's car. So a 3.5, and then we'll go with the 0.8. And let's see how that shakes out. I mean, assuming that the straights is fine and we don't know about the cornering, those changes are enough to optimize those 3 that we do know, assuming that we've gone the right way with the roll bar. So this could be a 100 setup here. We'll see how that goes. Let's take a look at Teo. Oh wow, yeah, I think we've nailed Teo's car. Let's put him on a set of inters and just send him straight back out to complete that setup. How you doing, Jeremy? Good to see you. And for those of you that are asking, I am feeling much better now, thank you. I was very, very ill on Thursday. No, sorry, Wednesday. I did do the Thursday stream, wasn't feeling 100%, but you know, wanted to get the stream out on Thursday. Friday, just I wasn't up for it at all, wasn't feeling too good. And I've been pretty meh over the weekend. Not 100%, not horrible, but
Anything
not great.
balance?
But feeling a lot better today. There we go. We did in fact get that set up right first time with Teo. Let's see how we do with Gasly with these changes that we've made. Okay, so the rain's coming down intermittently. We did have a brief little spell where it was slightly too wet for the tyres, but nothing too bad, which is pretty much what I was expecting. As you can see, our prediction is not what we're seeing on track. There we go. It's updated. Our weather centre, despite being, what, level 4, level 3, is still not great. So that's, yeah, that's one thing I've noticed with this game, is that the weather centre seems to have very little impact on actually predicting what the weather's going to do. And I know that, you know, even the real teams in F1 get it wrong with the weather, but you know, it would be nice to get at least consistently reliable results from a, you know, a very good weather centre. It just, to me, seems like it's not worth upgrading at the moment. Okay, we didn't quite nail Gasly's setup.
Very, very nice job.
But not far off though, 95%.
Okay, understood.
I'm going to probably extend their stints as much as I can, just to get them some more time on track, because there isn't really time to bring them in and do anything else. May as well try and wring every last lap out of the car before we have to refuel them, especially seeing as the weather is so unpredictable right now. Oh, and I missed Gasly. I wasn't quick enough to... Oh no, wait, I haven't missed him yet, have I? I've got to call in Teo. Cancel that call in. There we go, we can keep Pierre out for an extra few laps. And now we have to call them in before we run out of fuel. See, the weather is just gone from being a little bit of weather to pretty much the entire session has been has been waterlogged here. Okay, so we're slightly off with cornering and traction. I don't have a quick and easy fix for that, so we're going to have to play around and see what we can discover. Let me try. Got to be careful how we do this. Let's try pushing the front wing up to 7.5. Let's go with that tweak to start with. That's going to change the cornering. I don't know if it's going to change the traction. It might change the straights. It might also change the oversteer. We'll have to see. Let's make the changes, and we'll find out in FP2. Norris leads. You made a good start then.
Alright buddy, good job once again. See you in the office shortly.
Okay, we do have some penalties for the rest of the field. Max has got a penalty. So does Lando. So does Magnussen. Lando's quite high up the. Well, these are dry times before the rain came, so that doesn't actually mean anything at all. Anyone else? No, just those three so far. Managed to get 33% setup knowledge in that session. That's not too bad. So let's slap on some hard tyres for this session and hope that it's going to be dry. We'll put in a decent run. We'll put in 30 laps of fuel. Drop the pace. Same for Pierre. Go with 30 laps of fuel. We've made the changes already. Let's see if we made the correct changes.
Radio check, can you hear me?
And we are going to have some rain in this session as well.
Radio check, okay.
Okay, well let's at least go out and start on these tyres.
No more rain from what we can see. Keep us updated on track condition, please.
I wonder if our weather prediction is going to be massively inaccurate again. This is the amount of rain we should have had in the last session, and it ended up being pretty much the entire session. Once it started raining, it never stopped until, well, it stopped towards the end, but we still had plenty of water on the track. Let's see if it's going to be like that this time out as well. Lock up for SAO. Kept it under control. Excuse me. Kept it under control, didn't go off into the barrier.
Up and gone straight on.
But again, we're seeing the problems with the brakes. And here's the rain, so let's call both cars in.
Okay.
Once again, we're going to be just short of getting feedback with Gasly before the rain hits. I think this time I might just leave him, just stick on the tyres and send him straight back out. I'll have a look, but I don't know if I'll make changes this time. Tell you what though, a wet quali could certainly help us out if we can time getting on track at the right time. We can judge that correctly. So we fixed the traction. Traction's good. Don't know about anything else. So because I don't know about the things I need to know about, we are just going to send him back out on, straight back out on inters. We're not going to change anything. There we go. So both cars back out on track. Let's get them to look after the car, because I forgot to do that at the beginning of the session. There we go. And once again, it looks like the rain is flirting with, full wet conditions.
How was the balance, please?
But not enough to go
I'm really pleased.
onto those tyres,
Okay, copy that.
because it's drying up again already. We got 97%, so we did get a little improvement, but it's still not quite there. And the rain has stopped. Okay, so we are actually going to get some dry running at the end of the session. supposedly. It's suddenly got a lot wetter again. The rain's supposed to have just stopped. Still plenty of spray. Someone's had a crash. I don't see any rain though. I think it has actually stopped raining. Yeah, it looks like it's drying up. So let's call Gasly in so we can take a look at the car. What needs to change? It's just the cornering that needs to change. Okay. I'm going to go that way again. And hope that that isn't going to undo the positive changes that we made. Oh, what is going on with the water level? It's going back up again. This is what I mean about the weather centre. It's just it's effectively useless right now.
Did somebody spin out there?
Back onto the inters. Yeah. Oh dear, it's supposed to have stopped raining. Where's all this extra water suddenly coming from? I'm not even seeing any rain on the camera. Very strange, very frustrating. It does mean that if it's going to be wet in quali, it's going to be very difficult to judge quali. I think we're just going to have to wing it and not really pay too much attention to the radar. Or is it now finally drying up? I think it's now finally drying up. Okay, well, let's call in Teo. He's had a good run. We may as well leave Gasly out there now. Just melt what's left of those tyres. He's a long way behind in terms of track knowledge, and if we bring him in, it's just going to break the upward momentum that's just about to start on his knowledge gaining. So we'll just run him on the wrong tyres. He's going to be very slow, but that doesn't matter. There we go. Got him up to 60%, that's not too bad. We just need a decent run in the final session now. We almost got feedback as well. We're at 4 of 5. Maybe we get lucky and get it on the in lap. Nobody else has picked up a penalty, so it's just the same. We didn't get that final feedback.
Here we are, back from...
Okay, let's put on a set of mediums. We're going to go 28 laps. That should be enough, assuming it doesn't rain again. We're going to need to go a little bit more for Pierre. Let's go 35 laps. That's more than we need, I think, but it's nice to just cover off just in case. We broke the toe. Okay. Let's make that little tweak to the toe. So theoretically, that should now be 100%. Theoretically. Let's head into FP3 and find out.
The radio is good. You can hear me, yeah?
Send Porsche out first because he's got a lot less fuel in the car, so he's going to be quicker. Don't want to get him stuck behind Gasly for no reason. And we do have a dry session, so it's going to rain in quali. And I say we've got a dry session. We've seen how wonky our weather radar's been in the first 2 practice sessions, so it could well rain in this session as well. We'll just have to wait and see. Let's do the usual pace protection job. There we go. So both of our drivers will be out just long enough to get their knowledge all the way up. Teo, we're running for an extra couple of laps than we need, or an extra lap more than we need, just to make sure he gets the full time on track that he needs to get the experience points for this session. And then hopefully those extra points will be enough to get him a new development point between now and the next race at Abu Dhabi, which is, what, 4 days time after this one.
Sounds like we've had a spin.
So this is our last chance to benefit from levelling him up before we replace him at the end of the season. My wireless controller's battery is low.
How is the balance, please?
Fantastic.
Copy.
Okay, my charging dock wasn't working properly, or I didn't set it in the cradle properly. Because the other one wasn't charging either. Just checked that one, and that one is now charging. So hopefully the controller will last. Should do. Should get at least an hour out of the low battery warning, maybe even 2 hours. And I can always plug a cable in at the last minute if I need to. Okay, there we go. That's Teo done. He's heading to the garage. Not far off with Pierre. Given how unpredictable the weather system has been in practice, I think it's probably a good thing that we don't have the threat of rain in the race, because that would be a nightmare to try and decipher based on what we've seen already. There we go, both guys are in the garage. We are done with practice. Just got to wait out the clock now, and then hope we can figure out how to get through quali as easily and quickly as possible, and hope that the Ferraris get caught out. So Schumacher's crashed.
Right, watch this. There's
This
Schumacher.
has brought out the VSC.
And there, we see the crash.
Yep, bit of front wing going flying there.
Sounds like there's been contact.
Oh, we've had a
Take
crash
look now.
with other cars
Now
as
just
well.
Focus on the Haas.
Oh, just kicked
And
out the
that's
back
a
end there,
big
which
smash.
slapped the Alpha.
They'll have
That'll
felt
be a
that.
penalty.
team are devastated.
Looks like that was Sonoda. Oh no, it was Magnussen. No, hang on a minute. Magnussen must have already had a penalty. Maybe Sonoda didn't get a penalty for that then. Maybe he got lucky.
Fail 84, please. Fail 84.
Okay, both drivers, the full 15 out of 15 bonus, hundreds across the board. We're in the best possible shape we can be in going into qualifying. Let's swap out some parts. So, given that this is a very fast full throttle circuit, we want our best available engine. That's an 88. No, they're both 88. So we'll go with the first one. And for this engine, we've got an 88 and an 88 again. So we'll go with that one. ERS module will be fine for both cars. Gearbox, we definitely want to change. Let's go with that gearbox. And that's 47%, so it's a bit of a risk. We'll go with this one. Okay, we are ready to quali.
Radio check, radio check.
It's going to rain straight away, so we're going to send both of our cars straight out.
Okay, radio check, okay.
So if all the slow cars come out right now, and then all the fast cars come out in a couple of laps time, or a few laps time, then we might see some upsets straight away here in qualifying. There is the wet weather warning. And nobody else is leaving the pit lane yet. Oh, there we go. A McLaren's coming out.
Yeah, confirm. We have more rain. We have more rain around.
Okay.
Still no movement, so we're getting a clean run. That's even better. Where's the rest of the field? Why are they not streaming out of the pit lane? This is bizarre. There we go. Finally, an Alpine comes out. And there goes the other one. It's too late now, boys. Okay, well, it looks like we're going to get our wish. All the faster cars are going to wait until the rain starts before they come out. And then they're probably going to come out on slicks. Just as it starts raining. This is crazy. This is so little movement in the pit lane. I can't get my head around this. Zhou's on his way out. What is going on here? I hear they finally come. Mind you, it should have started raining by now, according to the predictions. Yeah, where's the rain? How you doing, Colin? Good to see you finally caught up through the backlog. Okay, it was supposed to be wet right now. It's supposed to be wet for several minutes now. Oh, Sainz has spun.
Let's have another look. Sainz is the focus here. What a spin!
Oh, that's on his hot lap as well, I think.
That's going to be a big...
It was. That was on his hot lap. Oh, that is glorious, because if it does start raining any moment now, come on, rain, please. Please, come on. That's going to take one Ferrari completely out of contention and may possibly see it get knocked out in the opening session. That would be amazing. And there we go. The rain's finally here. So anyone who's not set a time is basically screwed. So Sainz is screwed. Perez is screwed. Hamilton is screwed. Actually, it depends. Someone's on a lap already. Let's have a look. So Perez is on a lap, I think. If Perez is on a lap, he might get through on these slicks. Or is he about to start his lap? He's starting his lap. Oh, he's completely screwed. Hamilton is in the pits. So that was Russell coming in. There we go. Tsunoda is... Oh, it's too late now, even if he is on a lap. Albon sets the time. So we've got 5 cars to be eliminated and 8 cars that have yet to set a time and 1 car that set a time that may just actually see him squeeze through, depending on how much slower the inters are against the slicks. I really hope Sainz doesn't make it through, but I mean, he's going to go out. Everyone's going to go out on inters at the end of the session. So you would expect to see Sainz, Perez and Hamilton get through and then everyone else get knocked out. Although it's Sainz, Perez, Hamilton and Alonso. They are the 4 cars that you would expect to normally make it through, and there's only 3 spots left. One of those 4's getting knocked out. You've got to say it's probably going to be Alonso, but it could be Hamilton. If we see another lock-up, it could be... It could be either Sainz or Perez. And if it gets much wetter than this, it's still getting more and more wet. They could go out on full wets, which means Sainz might well get through with that time of 9 seconds behind Verstappen's pole. We qualified, or pre-qualified, in 2nd and 5th. Max, we know, has got a penalty going into this race, so he's going to drop down a few positions on the grid. I've got to see what's going to happen here at the end of this session. It's bordering on full wet territory. That is full wet territory. Is anyone going to go out in full wets? We've got a few runners out on inters right now. It's a little too wet for inters to be at their very best. Now it's coming back to the inter runners. But in these kind of high 3s, low 4 conditions, it's pretty close between the 2 compounds. Now we're definitely moving towards inters. So there we go. The whole field's going out on inters. Who's going to get knocked out?
Alright buddy, good job once again. See you in the office shortly.
We want Sainz to get knocked out. Desperately want Sainz to get knocked out. Track is drying up, so anyone behind him on track could potentially go faster than him. And he's one of the first ones out, so that's bad news for him. If the track keeps getting faster and faster. He only moves to 13th. Okay. Needs some movement here from the guys behind him.
There's been a crash.
Hamilton
Sounds
is
like a
through
single car.
15th. Come on, Fernando. Come on, Stroll and Tsunoda. Joe in 9th. It's crazy. Alonso can't get through. Stroll and Tsunoda aren't. So Hamilton, Perez and Sainz do get through. Damn it, I was hoping Sainz would get caught out there. Really could have done with that. Alright, what we're going to have in second session. I might do a quick tyre swap at the start of the session. We're going to go out on scrubs initially. We'll see what the weather's going to do.
Radio check, can you hear me?
It's going to rain again. I'm going to go straight back out again on
check, okay.
the scrubs. And this time we're seeing cars coming out straight away.
Unconfirmed, rain, stop.
Yeah.
All we need to do is just get a time on the board before the rain comes to pretty much guarantee that we're through, or at least a clean run. We are potentially going to hit traffic. I think we got through fine there without any hold-ups. Yeah, we did. Okay. Both Ferraris have set a time already. Damn it.
Rain on the track.
Ooh. Ooh, is this going to hurt Verstappen? Is he just going out now? Oh, Verstappen is screwed now because he is not going to get a time anywhere close to representative on Inters. He's going to be best of the rest. He's going to qualify in 11th, but with him... Oh, no, he's not. Norris has just set his time. So I think the best he's going to get is 12th. Even if he goes out on Inters, the best he's going to get is going to be like 4, 5, 6 seconds behind Leclerc's time there. And with him having a penalty, that's going to drop him even further down the order, which is excellent because he's going to be fast based on the pace we saw in Q1 there. So that takes him out of the fight. So it leaves us to battle the Ferraris without him getting mixed up in it and potentially throwing a spanner in the works.
We'll get some comments when you're plugged back in.
Verstappen is out, yeah. 12th place. 5 seconds. He's actually got closer than I thought he would. Russell's out. Vettel's out. Ricciardo's out. Norris is out. Zhou is in the top 10. Again. Setting his time on slick tyres before the rain starts. And Aston Martin has been nowhere all season. He's in the top 10 shootout. That's incredible. Alright, brand new tyres. Are we going to get the same again?
Radio check.
It looks like it's going to be dry, but I'm going to go out and set my times now, just to be on the safe side. And just hope I can get a clean run. Because we know how unpredictable our weather station has been so far. Let's get Porsche to move out of the way. Any moment now, Porsche. Oh, he is out of the way. Okay. We'll get Porsche to hang on to the gearbox of Gasly, try and give him a tow around the circuit, move him up the order a little bit maybe. There's a Ferrari coming out. We should clear him before he becomes an issue. Yes, we do. Okay, what can we do? Across the line, Porsche slightly faster because of the toe. That's good. That's very good. We want Porsche as high up the grid as we can possibly get him. I don't think he's going to get pole. I think Leclerc's going to steal it. No! Leclerc couldn't steal it. What about Sainz? Are we looking at a Porsche pole here? I think that's Sainz trying to whiz through there, so I think he's going to get held up. He did get held up. Do I risk another set of tyres? It's going to be a dry race. I'm going to have a set of hards, a set of mediums, 2 sets of softs as things stand. I'm not going to. I'm going to save the tyres for the race. So now I've just got to nervously wait and see if the Ferraris can find some pace on their second run at the end of the session. Hopefully on scrubs. Okay, Perez is going out. Oh, of course, no, because of the rain. Yeah, they're going out on fresh tyres. Oh, Leclerc's not. Sainz is. Okay, that's a surprise. So, could Sainz steal pole position from us here? I really hope he doesn't. Leclerc can't improve. Sainz has improved, but it's not enough. I think that's a Porsche pole. Perez has improved, but he's improved to third. I think everyone said a lap. We've got a Porsche pole. Wow. The driver that we were looking at getting rid of at the end of the season has, admittedly with a very big toe from Pierre Gasly, has managed to steal pole position by 26 thousandths of a second. But he's on the front row. That's the first time he's made the front row, I think. Crucially, Max in 12th has got that penalty. He's going to be down a few places. Even further, Sainz is in 6th, Leclerc's in 4th, and we have a Red Bull between us and one of the Ferraris. If we can hold position,
here we are, folks. We're back.
We could be on for a very nice result here.
F1 action. It's race day.
Seeing how they did in qualifying, Williams are going to be the team to watch here. They'll be starting strong at the top of the grid and will have many opportunities to steer the race in their favour. We saw a reasonably good qualifying performance from Ferrari, and they certainly have a good chance to capitalise during the race. And the weather is sunny here today, apart from a few clouds. Let's hope they remain scattered on the horizon.
And when it comes down to it, there's simply no telling what will happen here, in the ups and downs of Sao Paulo.
Okay, so we should have an advantage on tyres. We saved 2 sets of soft tyres, and I don't think the AI is going to have any softs left. I think they will have used them all. We've got 2 sets of mediums. Going to a set of softs is potentially a little bit slower. We're going to be good at the start. I don't think I can make a medium soft work. I don't think I can make a hard soft work. No, it's too much. The tyres are going to be absolutely dead. I'm going to try and finish on a set of softs though. I'm going to start on a set of mediums. See if we can finish strong. So we'll start on mediums, change to softs at the end. There we go. I'm not going to drop any fuel out of the car. I want to have that fuel to play about with. I am going to try and sprint my drivers at the start. See if I can break them both away. And just pray that they keep it on the track and that neither of them locks up. Ooh. Here we go.
I don't want to tempt fate, but there are quite a few clouds overhead as we look at the lineup on the grid. Looking now at the Williams. They're in pole position, and they've got to be happy about that. Next for the team, it's Pierre Gasly. A second place start for them today. They're in with a real chance. Will their hard work pay off today? Who will win? Only time will tell. Here at the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Okay, Verstappen's all the way down in 18th after that penalty. Fantastic. It was a 5-place penalty. Right, Gasly immediately swoops through and takes the lead. That's good. We want the faster driver at the front, especially if we're sprinting to try and break away from the chasing pack. Let's take a look at everyone else's tyres. 3 cars on softs, including Verstappen. Everyone else on mediums. Okay, so the soft runners are going to be pitting very early for their hard tyres. The medium runners might go medium hard, or they might go medium hard medium. I think a couple may, depending on how good the tyre wear is, go medium hard soft. We'll see. Generally they don't tend to do that though with the circuit. Sainz still behind Bottas, that's good. We want that Alfa Romeo to hold up, because the company that supplies their engines, as much as possible. How big a gap can we open up? I don't want to use up all the battery. And I certainly don't want to use up all the tyres.
Okay, we'd like you to slow down, please.
I'll give them one more lap with the extra fuel though. We've got a 3.6 second lead. That's
DRS
good.
enabled. DRS enabled.
We are clear going into the DRS section. Let's see if we can get some beneficial leapfrogging going on. Okay, this is actually hurting us going side by side like this. There we go. Move complete. Gasly having another look at the inside. Who's going to get DRS? I think it's Gasly.
Can we do lift and coast?
It is, which means Porsche will get it on the next straight. Gaps up to 4 seconds.
Okay, recharge on.
Charge on. Charge on for now.
Yeah.
Okay. Need some consistent pace from Teo now. Leclerc has got past Perez. Got to keep an eye on that gap. It is coming down, which is what I expected with Teo at the front of the pack. But it is giving me the chance to put a bit more battery into Gasly's car. He's taken half a second out already. No overtake this lap. Albon has got himself up into 7th place. That is great for him, it's bad for us. Because I think Hamilton and Russell have probably got more pace than Albon, and so that's now creating a wedge between them and the Ferrari. So unless Albon can find more pace and get on the back of Sainz, we need Hamilton to get past him ASAP. Once again, no overtake. We are almost fully charged with Gasly though, so once we turn the recharge function off, he should swoop past Porsche pretty easily. And then we can get Teo to sit behind Pierre and charge up. The gap seems to be actually staying pretty stable, which is good. We have used up a bit more of our tyres already. Not too mad, it's only an extra 4%. So if we do find an opportunity to maybe save a little bit of tyre wear, I might jump at it. I may yet switch the strategy up and go onto a soft, medium, hard, medium as well. We'll see. See how we do you know, pace-wise and run plan against the AI. Right, Gasly is pretty much fully charged now. Let's
Reminder charge off.
let him go for it.
Okay.
Okay, Russell's passed Albon. Gap's 2.5 seconds. Let's see if that gap comes down.
Recharge back on, please. Recharge on.
Right, so hopefully Porsche will just stay tucked in. In fact, actually, I'm going to make sure he does stay tucked in. Let's run at Gasly's pace for a bit. Let Porsche get fully charged. Then I'll turn them loose again. The quicker we can get Porsche charged up, the quicker we can try and take advantage of the DRS zones. See if we can stretch that gap a little bit. Perez has got back in front of Leclerc, that's good. Russell is not making any headway. Looks like the Mercedes are a little bit off the pace of the cars they're chasing, because they are running at the pace of Perez and Leclerc, who have been, you know, very fast all weekend. God, Verstappen's up to 10th already. Wow, I wasn't even paying attention. I just looked at the leaderboard, and yeah, he's chewed his way through the field very, very quickly. He'll be on the back of the Mercedes in a lap or two at this rate. Maybe even the end of this lap. Verstappen's been looking mighty fast all weekend, running new engine components of some kind. That's what's given him a penalty. Oh, Teo, did you just drop out of range there? Nope. Oh, just stayed in. That was close. Luckily, he's just about charged. Turn this off at the end of the DRS straight. Go.
Recharge off.
So hopefully he should stay closer this lap and maybe even get into position to overtake at the end of the lap. And then Gasly hopefully will retake him in the next DRS zone straight after turn 2. Well, turn 3. Gap's still around about 3.6 seconds, so we're holding steady. There you can see Gasly actually slightly quicker than Leclerc, but it's Perez who we're comparing against, because Perez was ahead of Leclerc last lap. So yeah, very little difference between the lap times there. Porsche is definitely closer. Not close enough. Don't really want him to make an overtake down here though. Oh, is he still being told to tuck in? He is. Okay. Well, let's turn that off. Oh, that's a big wide from Gasly. Didn't go into the barriers though. Got away with that. He'll have the pace to catch up to the back of Teo pretty quickly as well. Plus he'll have the DRS. I saw the change in line from Porsche diving up the inside there, and then all of a sudden I thought that's a very strange line for Gasly to take, and then I saw the yellow flash. I'm like, oh, don't hit the wall, don't hit the wall. Luckily he didn't. Right, so this is where we want Gasly to make the pass. Teo goes defensive and is going to block the move. I wish there was a driver command you could give where you tell them to work together in the DRS zones. So they don't keep fighting like this. Because the let your teammate through control is just, it's too detrimental whenever you activate it. You know, the drive behind, you know, swoops through, and the driver who was in front loses a couple of seconds. It's you know, more often than not. I mean, you can sometimes get away with it nice and cleanly, but more often than not you can't. Which makes it a real liability to use that command. But having said that, we are due a patch this month. Soon this month, not sure when. They said hopefully early December, so another week or two maybe. That is going to address DRS being a little bit too powerful, and is also going to address unlapping as well. Really looking forward to that one. That could seriously change the way this game plays. A number of times I've had a race ruined because I've been lapped, or you know, I've had to change tyres, come out on better tyres, or in a wet race I've been stuck. You know, I've been lapped by one of the leaders who's on the wrong tyres, because I've switched from wets to inters, and they're stuck on inters. They're stuck on wets, and I'm on the right tyre, but I can't utilise it, and I'm multiple seconds a lap faster. But the AI won't pit for whatever reason, and I get stuck behind this car that is so slow, and all the cars in front that I'm chasing just go way off into the distance. The ability to unlap myself will be huge. And there we go, Gasly swooping through now, and finally we're starting to get some cooperation between the drivers on the DRS section there. Bottas has finally been passed. Verstappen, I've just looked at the leaderboard again to see where Verstappen is now. He's in 7th. I didn't even see. He just went straight past both Mercedes and Albon as well, and is now hunting down Bottas. Wow, yeah, he is seriously quick. This could actually be kind of good. If he can catch up to the Ferraris and then start mixing it in with the Ferraris, that's going to mess them up a little bit. It's also potentially going to drag Albon and the two Mercedes up with him into that fight. And once they get into the DRS range, they can hopefully stay there. And then really kind of mess up the Ferrari strategy a little bit. We didn't want Verstappen around us at the start of the race because he was so quick. We wanted to be able to control the race a little bit. We didn't want to be trying to fight with the Ferraris and risk him sprinting off into the distance and costing us valuable, potential points by stealing a win from under us. Now I'm in two minds as to whether I want him to actually catch up. At some point it would be great for him to get ahead of the Ferraris, but I don't want it to happen too soon, because if he gets past the Ferraris pretty quickly, it's not going to be too long before he gets past us as well. So we want him to get past the Ferraris, but towards the end of the race when it's less of a factor for us to worry about. But he is keeping, Albon and the two Mercedes with him, so that is going to help us, when they do eventually close up. Oh, we've had a lock-up. It's one of the Mercedes. Oh, it's Hamilton. He's gone into the wall.
We've had a crash. Let's take a closer look. Now, just watch the Mercedes here.
Yeah, he's just pinched his front right, broken his front wing. There's going to be some
crash.
suspension damage there as well, maybe chassis damage.
The team are really disappointed with that. Let's hope it doesn't set them back too badly.
That's Hamilton completely out of the contention for points this weekend. He's going to be slow getting back to the pits, then he's going to have to change his front wing. Has he got any further damage to the tyres? No, but he could have had a puncture. That would have been even worse. It would have made him even slower. He's going to be way off the field by the time he gets out the pits. Oh, Porsche running wide this time. Gasly gets through without losing any time. I'm going to have to put some DRS on Porsche, make sure he doesn't lose the DRS to Gasly here. There we go.
Recharge on.
Just a few little niggly mistakes creeping in. That's a wide for both drivers now. Luckily, it's been in a position where they've been able to recover quickly. Hasn't really cost them. They haven't taken each other out, which is also a good thing. I think the worst possible result was if they hit each other in this race. Given what we're fighting for and where we are right now, that would be an utter disaster.
You can go recharge off if you want.
Right, how are we doing tyre wear wise? About on the prediction, considering we burnt the tyres pretty hard for the first couple of laps. That's pretty good. We're still in play for the soft at the end. The more I think about it, the more I'm thinking that I should switch onto that strategy. Just to give me a little bit of extra tyre wear. And then save the softs in case we get a safety car or something. Just gives me a bit more tyre life at the end of the Grand Prix, which could be crucial. Actually, here's a thought. Let me do this with Gasly just to see what would happen. What would happen if I were to get rid of that? Could I pull off a medium, medium, soft, soft? Or is that too many stops? It's probably too many stops. Yeah, it's 10 seconds slower. I had a feeling it would be, but it is something to consider if we get the safety car. Yeah, we'll play it by ear. We'll see what happens. We're keeping the gap to Leclerc at 4 seconds. Quite happy with that. Verstappen has pitted. Oh, of course he was on the softs. That's why he was so quick. So he's way down the order again. Russell's pitted early as well. You can see it was Verstappen, Russell and Ricciardo, I think, with the 3 soft runners. And then Hamilton obviously damaged. He had a lockup. Had to pit early. Hamilton's still a long way off. Okay, so that changes the complexion of things a little bit. Perez is getting close again. Makes me think that he's upping his pace because he's about to pit. I am convinced that the AI does increase its pace when it gets close to pit stops. And then we see Leclerc and Bottas both pitting. So I'm going to pull Porsche in at the end of this lap.
Okay, push. Let's go.
Okay, we have Bottas in the pits right now.
So we should come out behind Stroll. We've got a yellow flag in sector 1. What was that for? Someone ran wide.
Who's running wide there?
Perez.
Let's have a look. So let's look at this. There's Sergio Perez. They're way off
Yeah,
the racing
that's
line
what both
there.
of our drivers
That
have done
isn't
so
good.
far. So Teo dives into the pits. Going to bring Gasly in next lap. I see Sainz, Perez and Albon all pitting as well.
Box.
Okay, 2.5 seconds, that's not bad. There's a big queue of traffic hitting the pits right now.
Sainz in the pits.
We're going to get out comfortably ahead of Leclerc, I think. Where is Leclerc? Oh yeah, we're miles ahead of Leclerc. Excellent stuff. Right, let's calm the tyres down straight away.
Okay, we'd like you to slow down, please.
Sainz has got ahead of Leclerc.
Yeah, in the box.
Copy.
Alright, another good stop needed. Make sure we don't lose any time to Teo. Need to keep our drivers together. .4, good stop. There's Teo. Oh, that's worked out beautifully.
Need to drop the pace.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So it's 20 seconds for a pit stop. We had a 19.5-second lead, and then we pitted, and the gap was half a second deficit. So yeah, 20 seconds for a pit stop. That's good to know for our second stop, so we can figure out where we're going to come out in the traffic. Great pit stop, yeah. I don't think you get... I don't really see much in the way of pit stop errors in this game. Theoretically, you're supposed to make them, I think, but... I don't know. You never see like a sticky wheel or anything like that in this, or at least I've never noticed a sticky wheel. It's just how quick your crew is at turning the car over based on their training. The Ferraris are clear of Verstappen's up to 5th. Wow. Okay. He's going to start hunting down the Ferraris maybe. But the Ferraris are going to start working together by the look of it. They are clear of Perez and Bottas. That isn't as good as I would like it to be. Another yellow flag in sector 1. Someone running wide again. I need Gasly to get back in front. Albon doing the run wide on turn 6 that everyone seems to be doing so far. Again, Porsche's blocking the move. As Leclerc gets past Sainz, so they are swapping places. Come on, make the move. There we go. Move made. Drivers swapped. A little bit of time clawed back. So what would this do for the constructors based on finishing like this? Let's take a look. This would give us 43 points. We don't have the fastest lap. Ferrari with 27 would close the gap to 17 points. And we are currently 16 points ahead of them in the race based on where they are, where we are. So a 1, 2, 3, 4 like it is here would not be enough. We would need a fastest lap as well. And then, given that we've won 11 races to Ferrari 6, if it ties, we should win on countback. Should. I've never ever seen a Constructors' Championship tied that I can think of. So I'm not exactly 100% certain as to how that works, but I would imagine it works in a very similar way to drivers. With the drivers, if two drivers are tied, it goes to count back on wins, and then I think it goes to number of seconds and then a number of thirds after that, I think. But I know it definitely does count back on wins if they're level on points. And then I'm trying to remember what it is. I think it's second places if they're tied on wins as well. I would imagine for the constructors it would be the same. If two teams finish on the same, then the team with the most number of wins would win on count back. And then, I don't know, maybe number of second places, possibly. That's harder for us to track because it doesn't say easily. You have to go through each result to find out who finished second. If you get on the podium, it just says podium. It doesn't say, you know, how many seconds, how many thirds you get. It just says wins and podiums. Hopefully at least one Ferrari falls off the track and hits a wall, says Colin. I would be happier if one Ferrari hit the other Ferrari. That would be ideal. Make them both stop for repairs out of sequence. Ruin their race. We're just about keeping them at bay at the moment. Hamilton's finally caught up to someone. He's on the back of Mick Schumacher. But he's out of sequence as well. And that early pit stop he had to make. The Red Bulls now looking to work together. Hopefully they can close the gap on the Ferraris and involve themselves in a big battle with Ferraris. If they can take a position away from the Ferraris, that does us a big power of good in the constructors. Of course, Aragura needs to keep their noses clean. Yes, Colin, yes. Please don't tempt fate. Alright, here we go. A nice clean DRS pass. That's what we want to see. A bit more of that, please. Pulled out a tenth to Sainz. A couple of tenths on Sainz there. If we can get another one here. Oh, beautiful. This is what we want. This is what we want, swapping at each of the DRS zones. And preferably in this order. Gasly to lead through the lap and then coming onto the start-finish straight. Porsche overtakes. And then coming out of turn 3, Gasly re-overtakes and then leads through the lap where he's faster. And that way we can build a gap. This is what we want to see. That was the perfect sequence there. We want more of that, please. Excellent stuff. There's Porsche going around the outside. Ah, he actually managed to get the DRS again, so that's not ideal. It's the wrong driver in the lead now, but it's important that we can get these positional swaps done as frequently as possible, because the Ferraris are doing it too. And every time they do it and we don't, they close the gap. Every time we do it and they don't, we extend the gap. That lap, we actually lost out slightly, because we went side by side through turns 2 and 3. As good as our cars are, the Ferrari cars are better.
That sounds like someone's gone wide there.
Oh, Magnussen doing the turn 6 run wide. As Gasly tries to go around the outside, will he get the DRS? Nope, Porsche gets it. But the gap's gone back up to 3.7 seconds, briefly, before Sainz sweeps through and closes it back down a little bit. Red Bull's less than 2 seconds just behind the Ferraris. They are just about closing up. Very slow progress though. Alright, let's take our eye off these guys for a moment, just have a look back down the order. We have got this four-way battle here just behind the Ferraris. Let's keep an eye on this for a couple of laps. See Verstappen not as quick now that he's not on those softs anymore. His tyres are going to be worse off as well. Oh, Perez is on mediums. Ah, interesting. Oh, so Sainz. So these guys are switching their strategy. They're alternating. So they both started on mediums. Sainz is going to go medium, medium, hard. Leclerc's going to go medium, hard, medium. That's quite clever. It's going to give them potentially one car faster than the other that's going to be able to pull the other one up. So what we kind of need, at least right now, is for Leclerc to stay ahead as someone's gone wide. Where is that?
Sounds like someone's locked
It's
up.
Tsunoda. Doesn't help. Yeah, what we kind of need now is for Leclerc to stay ahead of Sainz and slow Sainz down, because Sainz is on the faster tyres, to the point where Sainz's tyres drop off, and then we want Sainz to get in front and hold up Leclerc when his tyres are worse, which is going to be sort of around 55%, maybe 60%. Right now, Sainz in third does us no favours whatsoever. It's less clear cut with the Red Bulls, because Verstappen is just so much faster than Perez in terms of raw pace. So I don't think it really matters which one of those two's in front. The Red Bulls are going to lap at about the same sort of pace anyway. Okay, gap's down to 3 seconds. We have lost a bit of time again. It's those mediums kicking in. You can see Verstappen is clawing down that gap. He's breaking away a little bit, or trying to break away. Ferrari swapping positions again, as are our drivers. Alright, Gasly's back in front, that's good. Come on, Ferrari. Do a Ferrari. Do something stupid. That gap's come down again, with Sainz still leading the charge for the two Scarlet cars. Still no traffic for us to worry about. How's our tyre wear looking? About on prediction. We're going to have a little bit of wear to play with towards the end of the stint, and that will give me the flexibility to either push when we get close to the pit stops, or to stretch slightly and try and go for softs. Trying to decide how to hedge my bets on that one. I might.
I think we've had a car run wide.
Ooh, Porsche with a turn of speed. I think that's the first time we've had the fastest lap since the beginning of the Grand Prix. Yeah, it gives me a bit of flexibility. I can either push before I make my stops onto mediums. I can either try and extend and then give me mediums to really push with, or maybe even go to softs. So we've got some flexibility with what we can do with our tyres at the moment. You see the Red Bull's just on the cusp of getting onto the back of the two Ferraris here. And if we can get those guys to come together, that's going to make that a 6-car train, and then that's really going to potentially shake things up a bit. I need Leclerc to stay in front of Sainz for a couple of laps. And I need for Verstappen to do his thing and just be brutally fast. Another sector 1 yellow flag. Someone else running wide.
Sounds like a spin.
Oh, Albon's spun.
Let's take a look at the replay. Now watch this. Here's the moments involving Albon. They spun the car.
Oh, that's where
What a
Magnussen spun
disaster.
this year in the Grand Prix. Let's have another look at tyre wear now. We are actually getting to the point where the mediums are going to be a little less effective now against the hards. They're still going to be quick. I mean, they've got less life left in them, but they are still a quicker compound. And the gap isn't huge between the two tyres in terms of wear rate. So we're we're close, but not quite at the point where the mediums are going to be slower than the hards. Looking down the order though, we've got some of the best tyres on the grid. Mick Schumacher's the only one who's got tyres better than us right now. Alright, here we go. Max now just a fraction over a second off the back of the Ferraris. He's on those hard tyres. He's quick through this middle infield section. Can he get DRS and start getting himself involved in that fight? Bring the two trains together. That's less than a second. This is what we've been waiting for. The Ferraris are kind of tripping over each other at the moment. We've got the gap up to 4.5 seconds. And there we go. That is DRS range. So these two trains are now one train of 6 cars, slightly spaced out a little bit. Now we want Verstappen to sort of interject himself into that Ferrari fight. We've got 32 laps left. Someone has locked up. Oh, that's the Ferraris have hit each other. Yes, they've done exactly what I wanted.
Cars off there.
They've hit each other. They've taken each other out.
We can take a look now. Okay, here's the Ferrari.
There we go.
Oh no! And there's the crash.
Oh, they avoided smashing into the wall, but that is wing damage for Leclerc. As a penalty for Leclerc, that's going to drop him so far down the order. This moment there, right there, could have just given us the Constructors' Championship. If we do win the Constructors' Championship, it's because of that right there. We're not going to win it today, unless both Ferraris fail to score. But you know, that's probably not going to happen. But it's not completely impossible. As Leclerc dives in, he's got minor wing damage. He's lost both front wing end plates by the look of it. What about Sainz?
We've just had a spin.
Sainz's front wing is looking okay. There may be some minor damage to the car. We obviously don't know about that. Let's look at his tyres. His tyres have taken a hit. He's lost about 10% of the grip of his tyres. Look, that's going to screw up his strategy a little bit. He's going to have to pit for his hard tyres a little bit earlier. Oh, this is perfect. This is glorious. One Ferrari having to box and switch tyres out of sequence with a broken front wing. It's dropped him all the way back to 17th and a long way off the back of everybody. He's gone onto a set of mediums very early. He might have to make another stop. I don't know if those mediums will last 30 more laps. Sainz is going to have to pit pretty soon. But he's off the back of the group in front, and with worse tyres he's not going to catch them. We've now got a 5.5 second lead, and as things currently stand, we are winning the world. Oh no, we're not. We're overtaking in the constructors. We're 33 points behind, but yeah, that would put us in the ascendancy. That would put us 5 points clear as things currently stand, going into the final race of the season. Oh no, 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 Teo.
Here's the replay. Now we see the Williams here.
Oh, at least he didn't hit Pierre.
Oh, a nasty crash there. And that was a bitter blow for the team. And it may have
just
really
like that.
hurt their overall chances.
Celebrating too early. Right, I'm going to pause for a second. I need to change his front wing. That's a given. I don't think I can make those tyres last that long, so they're going to be hot garbage at the end. So to do that, it's going to be a 127.32-ish. What about slightly quicker? Might as well. If we get a safety car as well, that's really going to help. Alright, let's go for it. So we need to check any other damage. Is it just the front wing? It's damaged his chassis as well. Damn it. Alright. We've got 2 brand new sets of softs. Need a new front wing. That brings Ferrari back into it. It's going to come out ahead of Leclerc. And he's going to be on soft tyres. He's going to be fast while everyone's on aging tyres. So this could work out quite well. Oh, there is the Ferrari pit crew coming out actually for Sainz. So Sainz is pitting next lap. And we've already seen that those mediums, it's going to be a struggle to make them go to the end of the race. They will do it, but they will be hot garbage at the end. So both Ferraris may well have to pit again for a set of softs towards the end, which will take them out the points. Well, Leclerc will never get near the points if that's the case, and it might drop Sainz out of the points again. He may get back into the lower part of the points. We'll see. Where are we? We are 7.5 seconds off the back of Ocon. Okay, so let's push. Let's try and get back onto that group ASAP while we've got these new tyres. Perez is pitted. And there's Sainz pitting. Oh no, wait, Sainz is going on hards, isn't he? And I know Perez is as well. So Sainz stayed out longer than he should have to make the hard tyres work. So a big group of cars pitting in front of us. Very big group of cars pitting in front of us. We're going to jump some of these guys. I won't even jump Sainz here.
Fernando has boxed.
Oh, almost jumped Sainz. Okay. Need to get past him very quickly and then not give him DRS. Need to break away from him ASAP. So I'm going to... Oh, no, we're through. I was just about to say I'm going to charge up for the rest of this lap, but we're through. Now I need to pull a gap.
Okay, buddy, keep it up.
And a new position just gained by Williams.
And that, unfortunately, is easier said than done, given how little of the lap was left.
No more DRS.
very fast compared to Ocon there. Look at the gap. What is the gap actually to Gasly? Half a minute down. That's how much time he lost having to make that stop and change his front wing. He lost half a minute. Someone's locked up. Oh, I was hoping it was Sainz. He's still there. It's
Big lock up there.
Alonso.
Let's see what happened there. Now watch this. Here's Alonso's car. That lockup could have cost them dearly.
Oh, if he got back on the track at that point there, he could have just collected both of those cars whizzing through. That would have been potentially a safety car. Right, Taya's going to get some DRS here.
Recharge on, please, recharge on.
Oh, damn you, Ricardo. I was like, yeah, we're about to follow him through. No. Leclerc's back up into 10th. But he may well have to stop again. Well, this isn't going to get us in front in the Constructors. This is still a huge haul of points against Ferrari here. They're on for 3 points right now. We are on for 30. 25 for the win, 4 for 8th, and then the fastest lap as well. So a 33-point deficit becomes a 6-point deficit. I'd be quite happy with that.
So a recharge off. Okay, recharge on.
Boxed in by Ricciardo there. That does not help us at all.
McLaren gain a position.
Lift and coast required.
Let's just get fully charged and then have a proper attempt at sprinting. I'm going to save the tyres a little bit so I can push when we're charged as well.
I would like you to slow down, please.
We have an 8-second lead over Bottas and Verstappen now. That's good. That's very good. Pit stop window about to come in as well. We're going to play it safe with Gasly. We are going to go with mediums. How you doing, Mr. Water? Good to see you. You're a bit late tonight. We're boxed in by the Ferrari now. Oh. Fifth place for Norris in the end for Anthony. Good job.
Okay, so
Kota's a tough circuit. The tyre wear is brutal there. A lot of low speed corners there as well. Combined with a lot of high speed straights, you need a really good car in terms of low speed grip, but you also need a car that's got very good drag coefficient as well. Okay, there goes Ricciardo into the pits. Russell's in the pits as well. He's going to come out in front of us.
Need a recharge off.
Yeah, Cota's a real jack of all trades kind of circuit. There's a couple of high speeds I think in there, but it's mainly flat out sections, medium and then low speed cornering. Alright, Ocon here has failed to stay with sight, so we should swoop past him here. There's our DRS. Oh, and Ocon gets out of the way for us as well. Verstappen pits.
I think there's been a lock-up.
It's now time to pit Gasly. I'm going to go one more lap.
Did somebody spin out there?
Albon's had a spin. Has that helped us?
Let's have a look. Now watch this. Here's the moment involving Albon. And that spin is undoubtedly going to cost them time.
No, we'd already gone through.
We need to push.
Yeah, copy.
These tyres are going off already.
No lift and coast required.
I'm going to hammer these tyres then and just then go for some mediums and hammer the mediums. I think that's going to be quicker than hammering two sets of softs. Well, not even hammering two sets of softs, looking after two sets of softs.
Okay, recharge on, recharge on.
So let's go ahead and switch those to mediums. And there you see it will give us more flexibility. We'll be able to push those tyres harder. Actually, it's not going to make that much difference, is it? Alright, let's stick with this then. Stick with the double soft run. Okay, Pierre's in the pits. Should come out about in front of Perez.
They've run wide.
Perez, I think, still has to stop again. .3, well, less than 2.3 seconds. That's a good stop. That's a very good stop. And it is going to keep us ahead of Perez. Oh, that is glorious. So Perez has made his final stop. Okay, turn the tyre wear down a little bit. I'm just going to use some battery to make sure Perez doesn't get DRS off the back of us, and then the pace of our car with mediums should be enough to pull away from Perez every lap. There we go, right. Back to Teo.
overtake available.
Actually, I don't want to put him in an overtake here. He's going to burn up his entire battery just trying to get down to the back of the Ferrari. Now we want to put him into overtake.
You've got energy to push.
You see just how fast that Ferrari is, even though we closed up with with DRS there, we just couldn't make the move. Actually, no, I don't want to tuck in, have another go on the main straight.
Can we do lift and coast?
So, trying to work out where Teo's going to come out. He's going to come out somewhere between Albon and Alonso, I think.
Okay, good job.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
That Ferrari's just going to try and dive straight back up the inside again. There we go.
Right, head down. Come on.
I'm in a quandary here. I need to push to close up on the cars in front, but I can't push
And a new position.
because the second I do, I'm not going to be able to pull away from Sainz, so I'm just dragging Sainz closer to the cars in front. And Sainz is going to get DRS here. Oh, this was looking so good for a lap and a half.
Oh, and Ferrari just gained a place.
We were running 1-2, the Ferraris third and fourth took each other out of contention, and then a lap and a half later Porsche locks up and goes into the wall, breaks his front wing. Can't seem to catch a break. We have eked out a gap up to 3 seconds at the front. That's good. Gasly just doing his own thing. We've got a little bit of tyre wear to spare. Well, quite a bit of tyre wear to spare with Gasly as well. I think I just dropped out of DRS range as well. Okay, so let's box.
So let's box now, please. Box now.
Just make sure that we at least have a full battery for when we come back out. It's going to be tight with Ricardo. I think he might just get us.
So we will go recharge
I
off.
will be able to get past him. It's just, I'd rather not drop behind them if I can. Need a really good stop from our crew. Need another 2.2 second stop here. It's definitely been a drive worthy of a world champion by Gasly today. Comfortable in P1. And there's that chasing pack of Ricciardo, Ocon and Alonso. Can we clear them as we come out of the pits? It's going to be so close. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Just. Ooh, if we'd left that another lap, we'd have been stuck behind those three. Right, I can't push these tyres. I've just got to hope that the natural pace is enough. Well, actually, I'm going to have to push them on the next lap because Verstappen has taken the fastest lap. And we need that point. So we'll do that with Porsche once he crosses the line. We'll go for a push lap, try and set a new fastest lap.
Alright, buddy, push, push.
Right, what is the fastest lap? A 1:10.7. Okay, he's only green in the first sector. That's not surprising. Our straight top speed is not the best. I'm hoping this is where we're going to make up the time though. Through the infield with the fresh tyres and the pushing and the battery. Okay, there we go, purple middle sector. There we go. That's a new fastest lap. We beat it quite comfortably.
Okay, we'd like you to slow down, please. Lift and coast required.
Had to hammer the tyres to do it, but that point is so crucial right now. It really is. Can't believe Leclerc is back in the points, you know, comfortably back in the points. Porsche hadn't done what he did, it would be P7, P8 for the Ferraris.
Recharge on.
So we have gifted them extra points and cost ourselves quite a few in the process. But we are still outscoring them. We are still reducing the gap going into Abu Dhabi. It's not over yet in terms of the Constructors' Championship.
Let's go recharge off, recharge off. Overtake available. Okay, good job.
Okay, 4 seconds to Norris. We should catch Norris. Don't know if we'll catch and then pass the Ferraris. We'll try. Leclerc may be possible. I don't know. Let's see what times he's doing. He's doing 1:11.8. What did we do across the lap this time? Uh, 11.4. So yeah, at this pace, no. He did a 1:11.9, 11.8 Norris. It's only half a second a lap. Oh, actually, no, it's no. We are 12 seconds off. 12 and a half seconds off. It's a little bit too much. By the time we get close, our time will be dead. So I think Norris is the best we can do. As things currently stand, we will nearly halve the gap. We'll get an extra 2 points for moving up past Norris, so we'll be on 30 points to their 14. That'll be a 16-point gain. So yeah, half is 16 and a half. So yeah, we're pretty much going to halve the gap to Ferrari, but it's gonna take another something special for us to actually take the championship if things stay like this. Just try and break away from Albon, seeing as he's on the cusp. Someone else is locked up. It's not a Ferrari, it is one of the Alphas. Is it Bottas? Damn it, it's Bottas. Ferraris get more points.
And that's the lockup!
Oh, curse you, Valtteri. Sainz wasn't going to make that position. He wasn't catching, and now he's just been gifted an extra bunch of points that I can't afford to give him. I'm just seeing the constructors slipping away as the laps count down.
Recharge on, recharge on.
Yeah, I can't risk. I need the acceleration here. There we go. Now I can do it.
Okay, recharge on.
Yeah, we're definitely not catching Leclerc. I've got to hope that Leclerc doesn't catch Bottas now as well. His tyres are terrible, so he shouldn't. I'm hoping Bottas will catch
7 laps to go.
Sainz back up again. I don't think he will. That Alpha's pretty quick in his hands, but it's not Ferrari quick. Not in clear air on its own. Leclerc pits. He has had to pit. Okay. Where's he going to come out? He's going to come out in 10th. Or is he? Oh, if Ocon and Ricciardo and Alonso could do me a favour here, that would be mighty. They're going to. briefly. I mean, he's on brand new soft, so he should fight his way through them, but it's going to slow him down. We've had a crash. Who's crashed?
We've just had a crash on the
Magnussen.
track. Let's take a look at the replay.
Does
now,
not help.
Just focus on the Haas. And that's an off, and a big off.
Doesn't help. It's not going to be a safety car.
6 more laps. 6 more laps.
Is Bottas closing? He is, but not by much. Oh God, Sainz has got past. Oh no, wait. What's happened to Russell?
We can take a look now.
God damn it, Sainz is just picking up points left, right and centre here.
They lose it there. That's the spin. The team are devastated.
Oh, this is so frustrating. That is the end of my chance of getting the constructors, I think.
Press and hold overtake now, please. Press and hold overtake now.
Five more laps. 5 more laps.
Well, actually, it's because Leclerc hasn't fought his way back up yet. But yeah, Ferrari on 12 points. That's just off Carlos Sainz. Leclerc's past Alonso. He's going to get past Ricciardo pretty quick. That is Hamilton coming out the pits in front. That's just going to do very little. Porsche just unable to overtake at the moment.
You've got energy to push.
Oh, make the move! Every time I need a result from Porsche, he lets me down.
4 more laps. 4 more laps.
Copy.
Yeah, bring on Norris. Hope you like looking at the back of that McLaren. That's the car you're going to be driving next season, Teo. At best. Because the guy who's driving that car is going to be driving your car next year. You've emptied your entire battery and you still haven't made the move. Oh, come on. Finally.
Recharge on.
And a new position, just gained by Williams.
Okay, so it's all down to what happens
3 more
here
laps.
now.
3 more laps.
I've just got to hope that Ricciardo and Ocon
Yeah.
can keep Leclerc out of the points.
Recharge off. No more DRS. No lift and coast required from our side at the moment.
Come on, do me a solid here, boys. Everyone else is just giving points to Ferrari at the moment. Oh God, he's going to get them both. Come on. God damn it. Alright, well that's going to close the gap to 14 points. That's not insurmountable. It could get worse. The gap could go up to 16 points if Leclerc on the final lap steals the fastest lap away from Teo. That'll be a 2-point swing. A point away from us, a point gain for them. He's got 2 laps to do it. There's another lap after this one. Well, hopefully he's not going to be able to catch Albon, but depends how fast he goes now he's in clear air. He's already pulled out 2 seconds on Ricciardo.
Next lap, last lap.
That is not encouraging.
Okay.
Okay, push. Let's go.
Okay, no purple sectors. He did a 1:10.8. I think the fastest lap is safe. Gasly has won the race. Good man. You can always rely on him.
And it's Gasly, first over the line, and today's winner. Let's take a closer look. Pierre Gasly finishes in first place.
What an achievement! Sometimes you take the incredible skill of these drivers for granted, but not today.
Ended up 10.5 seconds clear of Perez there. Verstappen crossing the line at the same time by the look of it. Look at that, 0.000 the difference. They must have crossed the line literally neck and neck. Shame we didn't see that. Sainz manages to recover all the way up to fourth place. It's ridiculous.
Okay,
Porsche holds up Norris, gets 7th place. Is he holding the fastest lap? Yes, I think he is. I don't think Leclerc was able to take it. 11.0, so yeah, he did not get the fastest lap. We do get the point for that. That's crucial. Every point counts. And that's Porsche out of fuel. I pushed him really hard. I completely forgot to look at his fuel gauge. That's blind luck there that we actually managed to finish the race.
Well, this weekend, Pierre Gasly flew us to the stars. A truly well-earned podium here, and a dream come true for everyone involved. The Frenchman was in sublime form today, fully deserving of his podium finish here.
So that's what, win number 11, I think, for Pierre this season.
But there we see the three drivers with the biggest haul of points. And of course, the silverware to boot. A very impressive showing today for Williams.
That's right, they've made some fine strategic decisions here, and it's brilliant to see them pay off.
And this is his first win since actually winning the World Drivers' Championship outright as well.
Formula One has almost reached its conclusion this year. Meet us next time in Abu Dhabi, between the desert and the sea, for an enthralling finale.
He truly is in imperious form right now. Phenomenal driving. Teo does keep the fastest lap in the end. Pretty comfortably, actually, as well. Seeing if anyone else got even close. Max, the second fastest, was over a second slower in his fastest lap. Great recovery drive from him, look at that. Up 15 places. Helped a little bit by Teo having to make an unscheduled stop to fix his front wing. Also helped by the Ferraris hitting each other. Which looked like a golden ticket for us, for the constructors, for about a lap and a half until Teo broke his front wing. We were sitting comfortably 1-2. Both Ferraris were out of the points. It was glorious. Well, no, I think one of the Ferraris was still in the points, but yeah, it was looking really good for us. And then it just kind of went wrong. Everything just started falling away a little bit. Teo struggled to make the passes he needed to as he fought his way back through. Cars just kept spinning off in front of Carlos. Bottas spun out. Russell spun out and just let him through. Leclerc with that ridiculously sublime 3 wide into turn 4 overtake at the end of the second DRS straight there to just, you know, gain 2 positions in one corner. That was just ridiculous. They got him into the points and rescued a single solitary point for his race, but an extra point for Ferrari. The driver's long since done and dusted. We've now got a 114 point lead over Leclerc, thanks to win number 11 for Gasly. But the damage was done to our hopes in the constructors. We picked up 32 points. Ferrari picked up 13. It was a lot more than they should have picked up, really. And it's less than we should have picked up. But it's 14 points, the lead for Ferrari. 44 points are available in the remaining race. It's not beyond reach. It's definitely something that we could do. We need Gasly to win to stand any chance of getting the constructors, and we need at least one of the Ferraris off the podium. Ideally both of them off the podium. Ideally it'd be a 1-2 or a 1-3, but you know, for us, but I can't see Porsche bringing in the backup points that we're going to need, which is a shame. He's done a ton of points this race. As you can see there, 983 points in the race. He had an exceptional race, apart from when he broke his front wing and cost us a pretty much locked in second place in for a 1-2. But with that multiplier, he made a ton of points. We do get a development point, so we can try and boost him ever so slightly going into the final race of his Williams career with us, because we are definitely bidding him off at the end of the season now. That's just one mistake too many, for me to even think about keeping him. Good race again for Gasly. Not enough for a development point, but it's something. Okay, we've completed research on our chassis project, so that opens up a new slot for us in car development. Let's just have a look. Where can we boost Teo? That's going to get us the best bang for a buck. Braking, I think. No points for Gasly, but he will get one in the next race. Logan is away off his next point. He might get another point before we get rid of him at the end of the season. No points for our staff. We're still a few weeks away for Simone Resta, but he will get a new point before the end of the season, which will help for developing next year's car. Tondi might. I think he will get a point before the end of the season. It's going to be close. I think that's going to be 6 weeks. Let's have a look at our engineers. They are still a way off their next set of points. We need to think about whether or not we're going to keep Pierre as well. Oh no, it's not Pierre we're going to lose, is it? It's Porsche, and he is Gasly's engineer, so that's fine. I was thinking we might have to get rid of Pierre if we're losing, Gasly, but it's not Gasly we're losing. It's Porsche, and we're going to keep Josh. Josh is going to be a great engineer for us going forward. He's going to be a great engineer for Norris. I am going to have another look. Is Norris finally ready to go? You know what? I think a move to a team that's that good is a good career move for me. No, he still has a negative outlook towards us. It's too close to the end of the season as well. We'll have to wait till the season itself has actually finished, and then see what happens. Let's go to car developments. We have got 6 weeks, I think. 41 days left to get a new project done. So let's have a look. Underfloor has one, suspension has one, side pods has one. We've got front wing and rear wing going through already. I would like to do an underfloor, but I don't think I can really get one done with the amount of time we've got left. Or not one that's worth doing anyway. So I think what I might do is just do another suspension. Because this, again, we want to get on top of our brake cooling. Our brake cooling is bad. This will definitely help. Okay, that's going to take 40 days, which is 1 day less than the number of days we have available. So that's good, that works out. So let's go ahead and do that with just the one engineer, so we can maximize our experience gain there. Do I need to make any new spare car parts for the final weekend? I do need a spare chassis just in case one of them puts it in the wall again. So how long is that going to take? Too long. What if I rush it? 5 days. If I break one on the first day, I'm kind of screwed. I'll get that on the second day. Yeah, I don't want to emergency manufacture it. I'll rush it. So we just have to hope we don't prang the car on the first day that requires a chassis swap. If we do, we've got 4 of the older ones to go on to for the second session. If we prang it in the first session, if we prang it in the second session, that's fine, because we can then replace it in session 3 on the second day with the new one. Everything else I think is okay. We've got 3 underfloors, 3 side pods. There's more side pods that we need, really. I could do with another front wing or 2, I think, just to be on the safe side. Let's just make 1. That'll take 3 days. Actually, if I could do 2. It is entirely possible that we're going to lock up and break a front wing at least once this weekend. Let's go ahead and rush 2, just to be safe. Okay, so that's all the spare parts we need for the final race of the season. What are our scouts up to right now? Are they driver scouting? No. What are they scouting? Are they scouting anybody? They're not scouting any technical chiefs or heads of aero. Are they scouting engineers? They might be scouting engineers. No. Looks like our scouts aren't actually scouting anybody. Okay. Well, if that's the case, let's go to driver scouting. So close to being able to sign Oliver Behrman. Just need him to finish the season, and then we can sign him as our new reserve driver going forward. Yeah, we have got scouts available. Look, 2 of them. Okay, and let me take a look at my staffing. So I'm really happy with who I've got right now. Across the board, I have no real plans to scout anybody else. I suppose basically we just start scouting young drivers now. Just to keep an eye on what they're up to. So let's go ahead and find the talented young drivers. And start scouting them, just so we can keep track on their contracts, etc. There we go. We'll start doing that with guys like Freddie Vesti and maybe Drugovic. Teo, we're already going to know because he's a higher driver, and we'll keep that knowledge once he leaves the team. We'll do Dennis. Same with Logan. When he leaves the team, we'll keep his knowledge. And we can start looking at some of these younger guys coming up as well, like Iwasa. Where is he? Hajar as well. Isaac Hajar. He's going to be another potentially very talented youngster. Jack Crawford's another one who's going to be potentially very talented as well. So we'll keep an eye on their careers as they progress. Let's go to our inbox. I've got 15.6 mil. Now I could theoretically do an upgrade to a facility, but I'm going to need a lot of money to go ahead and break the contract for well, not so much break, but buy out the contract of Lando. Let's see, what would it cost? It's going to cost 10 mil at the end of the season. So we need to keep that money. We can't really spend that money, because if we have very little money going into the end of the season, then it's going to have a knock-on effect at the start of next season. Okay, so we're in for quite a race at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Ferrari are leading the Constructors' Championship by 14 points, with Pierre Gasly top of the drivers by 114. It's going to be a hell of a fight between us and Ferrari for that constructors' crown, and that will be tomorrow night. We're starting at 10 p.m. UK time, so make sure you tune in for that. Wednesday and Thursday we'll be back with Haas, and then Friday, and then probably Monday and Tuesday I'm going to do Aston Martin. I'm going to give us a little break between seasons on the Williams career, but we will be back for season 3 in a couple of weeks' time. I think we'll just try and catch up a little bit with Aston Martin and Haas, because we missed their streams last week with me being ill. So until tomorrow night, thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with some more F1 Manager very soon.